Good morning, dear students. In lesson number 12, that is food for all, we have already studied about agricultural work, traditional agriculture work, after that, improved methods of agriculture, and about fertilizers. So, today, let's learn remaining part of the lesson. Different types of diseases on crops or pest attacks can damage crops in the fields. As a remedy, insecticides and pesticides are sprayed on crops or certain chemicals are rubbed on the seeds before sowing it. Recently, we heard about locust attack on crops and destroyed crops on large scale. So, it is necessary for farmer to spray insecticides or pesticides to protect his crops from pests or insects. After harvesting, storing the harvested crop is also an important task for the farmer. The grain is dried well in the sun and filled in sacks. The sacks are then stocked in the house or after selling in warehouses or shops. Stored grain can get damaged in two ways. Mice, rats, and insects can spoil the grain to a great extent. Also, if the grain is stored in a closed and damp space, it catches fungus and becomes unfit for eating. To prevent such damage by pests, chemicals are sprayed at the place of storage or all around it. Neem leaves are mixed in the grain and some protective chemicals that can be mixed with the grain are also available in the market. Their smell repels insects. Storage places are always kept dry and airy to prevent fungus formation. Like humans, other living things also store food. Each of them has a different way of doing it. Insects like ants store food. Bees collect nectar from flowers and store it in a honeycomb in the form of honey. Squirrels store seeds because these animals store food. It is available for them when they need it. All the time, plants are busy producing the food they need. Even so, there are some plants that store food. You are familiar with bulbs of plants such as onions and garlic, and tubers. Tubers like potatoes, ginger, etc. They are all parts of the stem of the plants. Radishes, sweet potatoes, beetroots are the roots of their plants. These plants store food in their stems or roots. We too store food in our homes according to our needs. In India, due to the improved methods of cultivation, we now produce plenty of food grains. The production exceeds the demand. The surplus food grain means the extra food grain is stored in huge warehouses. Sometimes production is affected by a disaster such as floods, drought, a cyclone, or hailstorm. At such times, the stored surplus grain can be used for the people. It can also be used for people displaced due to disasters like an earthquake, means when they lost their houses. Today, our country is self-reliant as far as production of food grains is concerned. We are also able to export the surplus grain. Export means to send in other countries or to sell in other countries. The tremendous increase in food grain production in our country was achieved during the Green Revolution. It was brought about by the joint efforts of scientists, people working for the spread of science, and farmers. Green Revolution means a large increase in food production in developed and developing countries achieved by using modern agricultural techniques. The credit for the research that led to improvement in the seeds of wheat and rice that resulted in the Green Revolution in India goes to Dr. M.S. Swaminathan. Food is a basic need. Many countries have made laws to ensure that every person gets sufficient food according to their need. These laws are known as food security laws. In 2013, our country too enacted a food security law. It has made it possible to fight ills like malnutrition, means when children they don't get nutritious food to eat. Starvation means not to get enough food to eat, and deaths due to hunger. So, to avoid this, our country India enacted food security law in 2013. Our government arranges many programs for the farmers to assist them in their agricultural field. Through this program, farmers are given proper information and guidance about the latest technology, irrigation facilities, improved seeds, use of fertilizers and pesticides, etc. They can also get weather forecast and other agriculture related information from these assistance centers. In addition, agricultural schools have also been started for farmers. Members of a farmer's family can learn about new technology at these schools. Agricultural produce marketing committees hold exhibitions too for farmers. The Agricultural Department of the government, agriculture, universities, television, newspapers, and various periodicals work for the spread of modern methods of agriculture. Means they always give information about new technologies for farming. Now it is possible for all farmers to use these modern methods to increase production. The whole country benefits from these efforts. So what we have learnt today, children? There are two main agricultural seasons, the Kharif and the Rabi season. Using improved methods of farming leads to an increase in production. Farmers can get information about modern agricultural technology through Agricultural Assistance Program. So dear children, always remember, whenever you take food in your plate, take how much you want. Don't waste food. Always remember, farmers, they work hard for us. Thank you.